Jamal, can you take us through what was going through your mind on that last sequence of the first half and while the ball was in the air on the half-court shot?
Nothing crazy. I just shot it, caught it, shot it, and I felt good from the moment I released my hand. As simple as that.
Was your pose in the direction of the broadcast table intentionally, or was that kind of just random?
I mean, probably intentional just because of where I was, but like I said, it was just as soon as I left my hand, it felt good.
Yeah, you guys had been playing pretty well, obviously, leading up to that for a lot of the half, but what did that kind of do, just energy-wise, in the locker room and coming out into the second half?
I mean, it maybe gave us a little of momentum or in better spirits, but I had just went under the screen on Anthony. He just hit a three, so it was just on to the next play. We came out ready to play in the third, and so did they. I think we had 3 2s and they had 3 3s, 2 or 3 3s. Yeah, it was just a fun ball game, and crowd was into it. Like I said, a lot of fun.
Jamal, it was a pretty complete game from Aaron Gordon. Just what stands out about what he was able to give you guys tonight?
Just playing smart, playing hard, got us going. I think in the first or second quarter, he really got us going. Just playing super aggressive, and his defense, both ends of the court, guarding multiple guys and guarding well. So he's been just like he was last year. He's been great on both ends.
Coach was saying that when you guys as a team got on the plane to come here, he wanted to remember who you are and wanted to make sure everybody believed. How strong was that belief, and what was the source of that belief?
We're the champs. We're been in this position before, and I've never had doubt, so I don't know. I'm just have to ask somebody else.
Jamal, I'm curious what it's like for you going up against Nikhil, where you're matched up against each other so much, and you guys are going to be trying to win a gold medal together.
I'm asking for the same defense in Team Canada, all right? Same defense. But he's great, man. He just plays with so much energy, activity, even doesn't get tired, it feels like, and just does whatever the team needs. So it's a lot of fun to go against somebody from your same area, and, hopefully we get the best of him.
Jamal, you've been talking about wanting to get Christian Braun to be a runoff. Just what has he given you guys, especially with a fourth quarter 3 for you?
Just confidence, man. He goes in there, and his main job is to defend and put pressure on the other guy, and rebound and cut timely cuts and all that, and get on the break, and he does all that. But when he's shooting the ball, confidently, it changes the lineups out there. There's a lot of belief out there, and he just does a great job of embracing the moment and the challenge. And like I said, he's a winner. Even from last year, I saw it, and I just think he has more, and he has more to give, and he's still young. So we're going to keep on pushing him as a group, and I think he's just taking all the criticism, all the advice with the open ear. So that's another thing I think why he's so good. He's willing to listen.
When Jokic gets into foul trouble, Coach was saying that you kind of hold your breath a little bit, but then you took over, and then there was moments Aaron took over. Is that Nuggets basketball where Edwards can go off for 44, but you guys just seem like if Jokic is out for a bit, someone else is going to go off?
Yeah, I think I picked up the first 2, and then Reggie came in, played great minutes. Jokic played the whole quarter. I don't remember Jokic getting foul trouble. I just remember I had foul trouble early.
Right. He set out a huge chunk of the third in foul after he picked up his fourth.
I don't know, maybe he was just tired. I don't know. I just remember I didn't play much of the first, and I remember Reggie coming in and hitting some big shots, and got us in the offense on time, and we still had a good quarter, but I don't remember.
Jamal, you've talked about how the belief has always been there, and not that you guys wanted it to play out this way, but did Game 2 kind of wake you guys up?
Oh, for sure. We faced the Lakers how many times, and we're so familiar with them. They're so familiar with us. It felt like a different type of game. And Minnesota, they're so much better, I think, defensively. with all their weapons out there and how much switching they do. The full court press doesn't matter if I'm bringing it up or Aaron. They're still full court pressing. So, I think game one was a battle, but I think game two definitely woke us up, and we realized we can't hold ourselves back. We got to just play the game and trust each other, and that's what we've been doing. So we spent a lot of time together off the court, and yeah, man, we just want to get do it, and if we're gonna win or lose the game, we just want to make sure we all going out, together and playing hard.
I noticed last game that there was a lot of boos. This game, not so many. What do you think went into that?
I have no clue.
Well, I think it was before you guys hit the road for Minnesota. You talked about being better about not letting their runs get so big. What changed in terms of how you weathered their storms in games 3 and 4 here?
I think Coach called a quick timeout one of the times. And I think we just understand the game, You face a team so many times, you understand, when you get stops, you got to score. Because, both teams know each other's plays. Both teams know what's coming. So it's important that you convert and take care of the ball. It's always back to the fundamentals. You're going to make shots, but, I think just getting to offense quick, not rushing it, taking our time and score, trusting each other on defense, being on the string, that all plays along. So I thought tonight we did a good job of just staying with it. I think Anthony scored a lot at the end. We just didn't want to overcommit or open up the 3-point line, but there's still areas where we can be a lot better. And he's downhill. He's tough to guard. He's explosive. Talking about Edwards, and he's always in attack mode. You know what I'm saying? So I think we can just do a better job of just giving him some attention. And I think, like I said, AG's been doing a great job on Carl and all the other guys. He's just guarding so many different guys that we got to help each other out. It's not just gonna be one guy that's gonna guard him. So.
The last 20 seconds of that first half, and you guys had played really well for a lot of the half, but how huge was that in terms of just sort of the mood going into the locker room to more than double the lead, and what was your thought as Murray's shot was in the air?
Well, first off, I got to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother and to my wife. That's more important than your question, sorry. But yeah, shout out to my mother, shout out to my wife, love you both. That was a key stretch, 8-0 run. We were playing a great first half, and then they started getting some momentum. The game got really ratty there, and for us to take that 8-0 run, to build it to I think 15 at the break was really impactful. And obviously they try to throw a deep outlet, it goes right to Jamal. And, Jamal winds up draining an incredible shot. And you need plays like that sometimes. And obviously in that third quarter, we didn't defend. That was by far our worst defensive quarter. But I thought we had a lot of guys step up tonight. I thought our bench was amazing. I really thought Reggie, Justin Holiday, Christian Brown were incredible, 27 points. Reggie took a charge, made a 3. Justin made 3 threes, and Christian obviously closed the game with his defense, his shot making, and stepped up and made all of his free throws. Nikola does what he does, Jamal does what he does, but I thought Aaron Gordon was, the WeldWorks Juicy Bits MVP of the game. He was incredible. We started off on Karl Anthony Towns, switched him on to Anthony Edwards, making shots, rebounding, just playmaking. He did everything. And Aaron's been just incredible for us. So got to give him a lot of love because he's fully deserving of it. We came up here trying to get 2. We got that. We have home court back. We have to go home and protect our home court. We can't allow them to come in and get a third win at Ball Arena. And that's a message to our fans to come out and make that place just an absolute zoo come whatever night we're playing. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But, good win for us, but we got a long way to go.
Michael, just throughout this series, how important has Aaron's physicality been against a team with that kind of size?
Oh, it's important, it's impactful, and we don't win without him. I mean, Nicola's going to do what he does, 35, 7, and 7. But what Aaron is doing, in terms of the offense, the shot making, the play making, the physicality, the defense on 2 all-stars. I mean, so much is being asked of him right now. And what you love about Aaron Gordon, since day one, he put on that Nugget uniform, it's always been about the Nuggets first. Truly selfless. And really proud of Aaron Gordon for the way he's playing and how it's directly impacting us tying this series up.
Coach, I asked you pregame about momentum, and you know, kind of downplayed, but can you sense that now winning 2 in a row, that momentum has swung in your favor? Can you ride that, I guess?
I hope so. Yeah, you're going to try to. You know, obviously, I think when we were leaving Denver, a lot of people, I don't think in Denver, but a lot of people were, you know, understandably so, saying the series is over. And, you know, to come up here and even it up on the road, we played good basketball, and we know that they're going to come out very spirited, just like Anthony Edwards did tonight. We knew he was going to do that, and you tip your cap to him. He's an incredible young player, but he got his, but we did a good job on everybody else. But hopefully we can use that momentum of winning 2 in a row and you know, to go back and try to go up 3-2.
Michael, you said when you got on that plane, you wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. They were going to Minnesota for a win. What did
and most importantly, on making sure everybody got on that plane believing that we could do it.
You talk about the beauty of Nuggets basketball. Edwards gets his 44, and it's like he's going punch for punch with Jokic for a while. Jokic is in foul trouble. Then you have Murray take over. You have Gordon take over your bench guys. Is that kind of like how this team, what makes it special, is that one guy can't take you out?
It kind of reminded me of the game in Miami last year when Nikola got in foul trouble. And I know that whenever Nicola's not in the game, I think there's a collective hold your breath around the globe. You know, like what's going to happen when Nicola's out. And just like last year in the finals, we weathered that. You know, after he picked up his 4th foul, we weathered that. And to your point, we ride Jamal, we ride Aaron Gordon. Guys come in off the bench and make time to play. Justin Holiday, Reggie, Christian Brown. So, yes, he's a 3-time MVP, 1 of 9 in NBA history, but we're more than just Nikola Jokic. This team has a lot of talented players that have confidence and have big, big balls.
Coach, you guys were down 20-13 early. You guys went on a 26-6 run to take control, and you guys never relinquished that. How were you able to weather that initial surge? You know, weather that early deficit, and how were you guys able to get over that and come back and kind of take control of the game?
Yeah, that was I was really proud of our group. You know, you knew this place was going to be loud, and the way they got off to start the game, it kept their fans really into it. And that was what the message was in the timeout huddles, man. Just weather the storm, stay with it. And, you know, it never got too far out of hand. And the reason we're able to finally kind of go on our run, I think at one point it was like a 14-2 run, is because we got defense, we got stops. And then when you get stops against that team, now you can get out and run. See, the problem early on was we weren't getting any stops. They were picking us up 94 feet, and we had no rhythm offensively. And when you get a few stops, now you're not facing that full court pressure, and you can kind of play up-tempo basketball, try to get some easy ones. And, you know, we weathered the storm, as you mentioned, and found our rhythm. And that kind of carried over for the rest of the game.
The Jokic-Murray two-man game had a lot of success tonight after struggling in the first 2 games of the series. Jokic in the short roll. Just what do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to 8 years of experience. You know, those guys, I think, have long been elite in terms of their two-man efficiency, their ability to read each other, play off of each other, read the defense. So I think the experience is a big part of it. And you have 2 guys that they don't care who gets the shot. They're going to read the situation and make the right play. And they have a lot of really good defenders that are long and all over Jamal. His ability to find Nikola in the pocket. And when that happens, that's kind of like, you know, unlocking the Rubik's Cube. Anything can happen after that. When Nikola has the ball in the pocket, it's lob, it's kick out 3, or it's one of the most patented, most efficient floaters in the NBA. So that's always something that we try to go to. And Jamal and Nikola are obviously, with all the years and all the repetitions, have become great in terms of reading and playing off each other. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, Aaron, after tonight, you're 8 of 12 from 3 in this series. Did you come into this series knowing that your three-point shot would be important, specifically against the way they play defense?
Yeah, just looking to space the floor a little bit. I work on it every day, so eventually it's going to drop. But yeah, I'm looking to space the floor.
And forgive the random question, but Michael Malone referenced a hazy IPA when he was calling you the MVP of the game. Do you have a preferred style of beer?
Oh, IPA? No, I'm not an IPA guy. I'm more of a Modelo kind of guy.
Aaron, Monday after game 2, you said we need to go get one game Friday, and that'll give us momentum. Then I asked you in passing in the locker room, I said, did you get that momentum back? And you said, yeah, I think so. So now, after this performance in these 2 games, can you feel that momentum shifting back in your favor?
Well, we got home court advantage back, so now we got to just do it on our home floor. I love how our group responded. With our backs against the wall, we put ourselves in a good position. Now we need to take advantage of it.
What is exactly your like jump shooting routine on a daily basis? If you don't mind me asking. By the end of this game, they were closing a lot harder to you in the corner than they had been before.
I shoot a ton. I shoot a lot, and I mean it's a culmination of a lot of work. I've been playing this game for a long time, so yeah. I mean I just shoot free throws every day. That's the non-negotiable. Everything else, depends on how my body's feeling.
For you, what goes into guarding Ant when you're in those situations? I mean, you guys were moving guys in and out of that matchup and trying different things. What are the keys for you?
Well, it's tough cover. I guess just trying to keep him on his toes, make him think, make him go to a second move or a third move. He's a hell of a ball player, so you got to do whatever you can to try and stop him, and yeah, just make him think about what he's trying to get to.
During the LA series, I know I asked you about the burden or the challenge of being the defending champs. Did the attitude change once you got down in that 2-0 hole? I mean, you've gotten everybody's best shot all along, but you hadn't been in that spot. You never were in that spot a year ago.
I mean, I love when people count us out. Simple as that. A lot of these guys on this team have been counted out before in their career, or been the underdogs or the dark horse in their career before. So they've operated from that space before of having their backs against the wall or being counted out. So I don't think it was anything new to the individuals. It was new to our collective, but I like the challenge, and I'm glad we accepted it and put ourselves in a good position with home court.
Aaron, what was it like to see you guys score 8 points in the final 20 seconds of that first half, and what did it do for you guys going into half?
Yeah, that was sick. I mean, that was crazy, man. Jamal Murray, three-quarter court three. It's so sick. It's just, you make something like that, and it's like, okay, at least we know our point guard's hot.
And Michael had said before you guys left Denver, I want everybody getting on that plane to believe that we can win and come back. But what did you guys find here in Minnesota, or maybe even rediscovered?
Yeah, I mean, the belief was a huge part of it. That's kind of what I was talking to our guys, being an extension of Michael Malone. I was talking to our guys on the court about just believing, even if nobody else believes in us, that I believe in us and that we believe in each other. What we found, I don't know, we just got to play our brand of basketball with a sense of urgency, and a sense of discipline, and just like a laser sharp focus and just like a surgical execution, strong execution, and we'll be fine.
Ant gets his, he ends up with 44, but is it a testament to Nuggets basketball that when Nicole was in foul trouble or Jamal was in foul trouble, you guys have other guys that can keep punching, that one guy can't beat this team?
Yeah, and also one more thing on that last question, excuse me. We just got to be better. We got to continue to be better and continue to improve. We don't want to stay stagnant. They say if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Yeah, and back to your question. I mean, Reg, Justin, and CB, man, they stepped up huge for us. I think everybody that played contributed to this game. and it was a collective, a full team effort, and that's what we're gonna need.
Last year, the one home game that you guys lost in the finals during the championship run, you guys responded by winning 2 in Miami. Was there anything from that experience that you guys were able to draw on heading into this weekend? And obviously there were 2 different series, 2 different situations, but just from a broad perspective, could you guys draw from that a little bit?
A little bit. Different teams, but that was one of the things that DJ, our voice of reason in the locker room, he was telling us we've gotten 2 on the road before, so it's something that we can do again.
Aaron, for years you guys have been a shot making team, but even for y'all, considering opponent, degree of difficulty, moment in a series, their size, their length, was this as good a night of shot making as you guys have had as a group?
I think we shot the ball pretty well, but not really. Not really. MPJ, not really. I think we can be sharper, really, on the offensive end. They're a very physical team and very good on defense, and they were taking us out of our offensive sets sometimes. So I think the better that we're in our sets, the more we'll continue to generate good looks, and I think guys are going to continue to knock down shots.
Take one more with Katie here on the left.
Aaron, over the last couple years, I think everyone on this team staff have referred to you as selfless. And I'm curious where you learned to be selfless, because a lot of times in this league, that's a hard thing to do when you're on a team like this. Where did you learn to be selfless?
That's a great transition, Katie. You saw big fella step in the room, huh? That guy, man, that's where I learned to be selfless. I learned it from him, man. He's the best basketball player in the world. 3-time MVP, and he's the most selfless, humble dude that you'll ever meet. So if a 3-time MVP can do it, I can do it too.
Thank you.
Yep.